the other end. DX might just join in any time for now.
Oh, D-Savior monitoring the situation. See what will they do. You must remember they have no mercy as well behind them. Rosemary comes in with the spray. Gets a knockdown immediately on the zone. Tries to get on the Shrubs as well. And Shrubs still A-OK, 50% of health, but Rosemary's not going to let them go. Now with the scope, 6 times, trying to aim him down, but the building is just not helping them.
Being pulled away by moves of Team for this side of a circle. The X do have the center of it with airdrop in between. That's going to be in front of Gig Fam, where they're being pressured by Lines at the back. Alter Ego, Vampires and Boom. Now this is going to be tight for this 3 team, especially Boom and Vampires both fighting for that #1 spot, where Lines actually not being in charge of this anymore. Stone close to being knocked down, Sharps barely alive. Team Flash out of nowhere now suddenly start to make a move against Morph, if I'm not mistaken just now.
Well, Team Flash, they need the elimination points in. So if Morph GPX is their next target to collect points, they definitely need them in the bag. Now for Gig Fam, knocked down by Adit Luke with a mini 14. Aizen on his knees now.
Trying to find a perfect site for some of teams in the middle of the ground, but we do have those still fighting on top of the slippery slopes of this hill. So Zero, Morph bleeding out. They barely make it out alive for Hazel and Boo Boo as well. Just managed to reset for a bit, but Team Flash goes to try to take advantage of this, but there's nobody left down there, so they need to make a move as the Blues and will close anytime now in less than 2 minutes later on. But Hazel getting himself on top of the mountain, trying to have a better angle about what's happening around them, where everybody's super busy in the middle of the field.
And gathering information, that what he was doing, relaying back to his team. Now Alter Ego still not letting go of Vampire Esports. Vampire Esports caught outside of the circle. The zone will arrive for the Vampire Esports soon. Boysil putting a little bit of pressure to Vampire Esports. Stone knocked down. Shrubs has nowhere to go. Vehicle blown up. The zone will arrive on the Shrubs. This is going to be the last ditch for Shrubs. Nowhere to go, nowhere to hide.
Nothing to write as well. He's barely alive here, barely got enough for him to actually just keep on putting those first aids on top of him. But his leg will sticks up for Razy. He definitely will actually see this through. There's no UAZ or any vehicle working out for the side of Shrubs. He have to run forward, the only way for him to advance. But nobody's letting him go by easily like that. Look at how the crosshairs of all teams, Boom as well as, if I'm not mistaken, that's going to be Alter Ego, the other side, hovering around to the side of Empires. It's all about timing here. Shrubs will have to bow out quite early, then the rest of the team still survive at 10th place.
A 0-point round for the WPMWI champions, Vampire Esports. They might lose this spot to Alter Ego if Alter Ego continues on, because right now Alter Ego has one of the most eliminations in this round. They can get the chicken dinner with a good amount of eliminations. They could potentially overtake Vampire Esports, but we'll leave that thought for later as they need to deal with Boom for now.
But unfortunately for the side of Empires, they didn't manage to secure any sort of elimination. This is going to be really hurting their overall rankings later on. And some now will be Polo pursued. At least they still secure 4 elimination points, but the circle will speak for itself for now. Will favor those on the northern side or the southern part. Now, we do have more teams on the northern side, so if Alter Ego, Boom and Udo Lions are to be favored here, and they got a touch of room over circle, it happened to be on 50-50 in between, but Boom! They have to take care of so many things right now. Alter Ego breathing behind their backs. They do have Team Flash hovering their cross. That's going to be over. Done for Alter Ego.
Wow, you blink and you miss a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Frenzy with the road rage to take out the last member of Alter Ego. Looks like Boom Esports, they want a big recovery this time around. They want their #1 spot back. But Team Flash wants something out of this round as well. 2 elimination points so far for Team Flash. And they have some of the players moving into the circle, with Guang being the support player behind.
Team Flash spotted out by Boom. Yami make sure that he will actually knock them down. And Boom still having a full squad. Same goes for the side of BTR. Not anymore, as one of them being knocked down early on. And BTR is actually taking advantage against Morph, who fighting against the Blues. And Hazer and Boo Boo Hoo being cornered left and right. There's no way out for them. Gen Force is marching forward right in on top of them. Nasal! And that's gonna be the end of it. Out of nowhere, Lapa just shoots out the DBS.
Yeah, again, it's a DBS gameplay that gave them the win. And for Boom right now, playing by the edge of the circle, Yummy is being saved by his teammate Razy. Same time, it's being monitored by a Team Flash on the left side. And let's not forget, Yudo Alliance is not too far as well. They have 2 players so far, so Yudo Alliance probably going to stay put for now.
Team Flash still being a third party at the sidelines, while Boom having to be hammered down between 2 teams 11 right as well. While they're trying to fight their ways from within the smoke, just to try to get themselves in the center, in the middle of the open field, how just everybody can see here. Now, Yudo Alliance still consistently getting themselves in the top 6. Now, can they score a hat-trick chicken in day 1 of the grand finals?
Well, if they can score it at this stage with 2 players, it is going to be insane. But of course, Yudo Alliance. It's Yudo Alliance we're talking about. What are players? Look, I believe, is still in the game. Can pull off wonders. We've seen it before. Okay, alright. So it's Leon and Jimmy OP. But thinking about Jimmy OP, knocked down. Look is out of the game as well. So now only Leon's active and BTR is onto him.
Lapa have to fall back for a bit since the force coming out from the side of Boom is quite tremendous while they're trying to distract with this buggy, making sure they will try to divide the attention of Boom, making it confused and managed to pick up the last member of Yudo Alliance. Now, despite we talked about them being a hat-trick, but still quite consistent in the top 6 in their third map of the day. But back to the side of Boom, can they come back, taking a throne at number 1 by end of this map?
Yeah, the big thing is that Boom is still here and they got 5 eliminations already. Looking good so far for Boom. And they are now collecting placement points. But Yami knocked down by Zaxi from afar. That's the signal for BTR to move.
Then Force going in for the rush. Oh, did they spot the Boom? They're actually trying to revive each other out. It was unfortunate, but BTR Lapa spot out Razy. Fancy gonna shoot down on Lapa. DX fighting against Team Flash. Seems like the Vietnam team are fighting against each other. Same goes for the 3 Indonesian teams, just gonna spot each other out. So nobody putting any interest towards Team Flash, who's happened to be behind them. But Boom is still gonna have to revive so many times. These guys working like zombies, unwillingly to go down as easy as we've seen so many times.
Oh, look at this. Dominating. It's BTR 10 elimination points already. Now, Boom. Like what you said, the zombies are back. We got Razy here tossing a nail on the side of BTR. But at the same time, he needs to be aware of the circle. He's making his move as well together with Frenzy. Frenzy, low. Razy, low. Knocked down by Quad from Team Flash.
Out of nowhere, Team Flash now happen to be showing interest towards the side of BTR, and Boom, they're going to put a hold towards the side of their fight against these Xaviers, but Young having a bit of problem. DX do have this rooftop. They got themselves quite a wide range to cover themselves where the crossair will place for now. Lapa try to steal away Kwang. While taking advantage of somebody else's hard work, they will try to make an effort to steal it away in the very last minute. Gem Force in the center happens to be, I'm not sure who's going to score this chicken. Full score on BTR, but Boom taking advantage as much as they can.
Yeah, Boom. What's the advantage? How much do they have right now with Razy down? They have only 1 active player left. BTR so far has the best chance of securing this chicken. Almost about 60% chance of securing it. Boom is at number 4, 6 elimination points, not too bad. But for BTR, this could be the chance to lock in the distance.
Duos working on the side of Team Flash, make it solo for Flash for now. One being knocked down by the Blue Zone will not give more time for DX taking that rooftop. They need to push forward, advance towards the rest of BTR where they're at. But the thing is, I don't see the rest of BTR where exactly their spot is, because Zax is the only one that revealing himself. Satar out of nowhere, ambush from the sideline, taking them in surprise for DX. They're walking straight into the trap where BTR already sets it apart.
Levi's on his knees. No way for him to be safe at this moment because everyone's just so close to each other. BTR still has the circle. And then one player off angle on the outside. Zaxi keeping an eye onto Gosu. Gosu has nowhere to go. Parajin fires back on the Zaxi. Gets a knockdown.
Parajin pushing forward to the side of Team Flash. The ones winning big here is going to be BTR. Only 1 member knock. And they will revive any time now. And Parjin on the other end trying to crawl the other way. Look, that one big and nice. Straight on top of Lapa. Now Sata is calling out for Lapa to crawl over. Come over here, buddy. I will revive you. But at the same time, Levi is doing the same thing. And Parjin is screaming to a side of Levi, come over this side. But the one that have nothing to lose is going to be Gosu. Which one will he pick? The left or the right crawler?
Man, lucky for Lapa that this is still the previous patch, not the new patch in this tournament server. If not, if you crawl, you will bleed out even further, and you might not be able to be saved. So he has a second chance, but speaking of chance, and Saxi will take his chance against Gosu. One more to go. It's 3v1, and they know where Parjin is at. All in on the Parjin right now. Parjin fires back, but position compromise. And